Mikaela Shiffrin, yes, you are an Olympic gold medalist.
Based on your expectations, how would you sum up these games?
I'd say it was incredibly successful. To win a gold medal in the giant slalom, that was one of my big goals from Sochi, was to be at a level that I could contend for a medal and win a gold medal at this games. And to be here right now, sitting, like being the Olympic gold medalist in giant slalom, is, I can't explain to you what that means to me.
If I had said to you before the Olympics, you would not medal in your signature event, the slalom, what would you have said to me?
Get out of this room. No, I've always known that anything can happen. I came into this Olympics being a multiple medal threat and knowing that it could very well walk away with nothing depending on how my training went and depending on how I handled everything mentally. Having 2 medals is incredible, and I would love to have a medal in the slalom as well, but I have to be better.
The bottom of the hill after that slalom, I was there and you were talking about the nerves of that first run. And that has always struck me, is this candor is so real and humanizing. Where does that come from, you think?
A huge question I've been asked if I have done some talks with younger kids, younger athletes, school visits, that kind of stuff. And they ask what do you do when you get nervous? Or how do you handle a bad day? And I used to not really have that problem. Prior to last year, I didn't have a problem with nerves. And now this is a huge step in my career to actually be able to relate to them on that kind of a level and say I do have nerves and I am terrified half the time. There are moments when I'm skiing where I think I'm gonna die on this turn. I'm going too fast, there's no way that I can handle this. It's not about not having doubt or not having fear. You don't have to just not have fear in order to be an Olympic champion. You just have to find the tools to handle the fear.
Knowing what you know now, what would you do differently next time around?
The biggest difference I could have made with everything else being the same is if I hadn't been so emotionally involved in the GS. And I wouldn't take that back because that was a really important moment for me to actually share that with the world and be that excited about something. And I think I'd rather have 1 medal, but have that incredible emotional feeling and be able to take those 15 seconds and really feel that, than to walk away with 3 medals but be like a robot. That giant slalom gold medal, the feeling that I had and the emotions that I had changed my whole outlook on the games. Maybe cost me a medal in the slalom, but just being able to actually cry and feel that excited about the performance that I put on, I did not expect to feel that.
When you get on the plane and you're leaving here, what do you think will be the overriding emotion?
It's not satisfaction, because I'm not necessarily satisfied with every performance that I had here, but it's like the scene in a movie where you're looking out the window of a car, of a plane or something, and you're flashing back through the memories of the last few days or few weeks or whatever, and it's just having fond memories, having some heartbreaking moments, but also definitely more good moments than bad. It's been a lot of work to get to this point where I can come away with 2 medals at this Olympics, and I know it's going to be a really long road ahead to continue to be successful with my career. Satisfaction for what happened here, and motivation for what's to come.